Yo, what's going on, YouTube? I know it's been a super long time since I made a video, but I'm back at home, back on the road. I've been home since about April, had some technical difficulties and whatnot, but I'm back out here. I got back home. I plan on taking a vacation for a minute, right? But as I said, I had some technical difficulties, which I'll make videos on that later. And so I didn't get to take the amount of time I wanted off. I think I was home for like a week and I got back to work. So let me tell you, us as truck drivers, all of us have our what we like doing. Some people like dry van. Some people like doing reefer. Some like, flatbed. Some like doing containers. Some like over the road. Some like be doing local. I learned something. So I got back home. And I started doing intermodal. I had a kid. I wanted to be home. And I'm not gonna say what company I worked for, but I'm gonna say this. I am not an intermodal guy. I live in Detroit, so I'm not going to the ports like some of y'all East Coast and West Coast dudes, but I'm going to the rail yards. And I realized I don't like intermodal. Maybe I was with the wrong company. That was it, I'm talking about containers, heavy as hell. Like, no matter what container I got, 20-footer, 45, 40, all of them, like, maxed out. Honestly, most of the time, I don't even know if the weight was proportioned. But I know I was doing local stuff, and I was burning a lot of fuel. And it don't have that I had small fuel tanks. I'm in the process of starting completely over. And I mean completely over. From the very bottom. I'm in the process of starting from the very bottom, right? So anyway, I'm doing intermodal and everything, I'm like, all right, I can do this. It just wasn't my thing, man. I was getting I would look at my clock and I was like, damn, I spent a good amount of time at the rail yard versus the shippers or receivers, sometimes even on the road, And not only that, what made me quit was one day I was talking to this other driver, and I was like, man, I fucking hate sitting at these rail yards, man. I'm waiting, and no matter who you got at the rail yard, it's like I was going to 3 or 4 different rail yards in Detroit, and no matter which one I go to, all the lifters was the same. Rude. I go to them like, hey man, excuse me, I'm new to this. I'm looking for whatever. And they just be like, look at the map. So I'm like, okay, can you tell me where the map is at? And they just drive off, it's still like that, like all of them. I think I may have one cool dude. I had this one dude that kind of pissed me off. I go to this one rail yard, and I don't have none of the mobile stuff. I do everything on a little kiosk. So, it said go to this area. So I go there. Dude fucking come to me like tripping. He's my, I know you can see it on your phone. I'm like, man, I don't even use my phone. Oh, you know what? I heard every excuse. I heard all the excuses from you truck drivers. I'm kind of like, you know what? Always remain professional. So I'm like, okay, well, while you sit here talking, man, where do you want me to go? Go down there. So I'm like, okay. Because all this talking we doing is pretty unnecessary. Like, if I'm not in the right spot, just tell me I'm not in the right spot. Obviously, either the way you got things zoned or your computer's all jacked up. Because if you telling me go to HP2 or HPS2, and I'm sitting right here at the sign that say HPS2, And you talking about something go down there around the corner, all this other junk. Like, all right. So is this SPS2? I don't know. But anyway, that kind of irritated me. And you know, like, you'll go there and say container is over in AB3. Now, all right. So you go to AB3. Now, you know it's a long ass row. You know, you gotta look on both sides. You know, you do that. And like, damn, I'm not seeing this container. You done walk like 5 miles and everything. And like, I found myself doing that a little bit too much. Except for one rail yard. One rail yard was pretty like on top of their stuff. Granted, it was a smaller one. So, you know, I'm walking up and down like, damn, look at my watch and like, damn, I don't walk 5 miles and everything. You know, so I'm like, all right, I'm in an area where they told me look for it. It ain't over here. So, you know, one of the other drivers put me on game, like, bro, you gotta look all over this yard. I'm like, I gotta look all over the yard? This yard big. It's like 20 rows. You know, so stuff that started pissing me off. Because, you know, I come in at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I'm always getting off late. You know, and it started pissing me off. You know, I'm like, all right, why should I come in early to try to get off early when it don't even matter? Like, no matter how late or early I come in, I'm always getting off 5, 6, 7. You know, y'all probably like, well, that's not too bad. Like, no, it is. It is. Because most of that time is me sitting in a rail yard looking for a damn container. Oh, man. And, you think you go to your jobs. So my job had they had a yard. You know, they unload containers and hold containers, whatever, for different companies and everything. So, you know, you think like, all right, this is my job. No, they gonna hook us up because, you know, this is why I work here. I get priority. No, man. And the place where I worked at had the worst yard. The worst. I'm talking like 2 lifts, right? You got 2 lifts, and we got trucks from all these other companies around Detroit or in Michigan that come there. They get containers, pick up loads, whatever. You know, to buy containers and whatnot. So it's not a day that I can think of where I was just in and out. It's always a wait. You know, and I got kind of, and hold on. We talk about the waste, right? Let me also get on the equipment. Now, if I own a company, right, I'm going to always make sure my equipment is the best, right? Because it's mine. So I'm going to take care of it, right? No. Chassis. No matter if it was our chassis, DCLIs, or whoever's. The only one I think that was like, you know, pretty much that's like, most I was in good shape was like the track chassis. I don't know who owned them, but I think it's called track. But I never had to use those. It was all either grab DCLI or ours. You know, so example, right? I gotta pick up a 20-foot container, but need a triaxle. They say, hey, get one of our chassis. You gotta use our chassis. All right. So it's a triaxle chassis, you know, and it's slide. Bone dry. You know, you get there, and you know, everybody probably like, hey, you know, you should always carry grease, which I do. That ain't the point. Why isn't this stuff taken care of? I work for companies that do dry van. You know, like when I was working locally in Detroit, you know, my former job, when I was doing local stuff, I can never think of a time where I had a problem with a trailer. They always had, and you know, we was doing Chrysler stuff. They always had somebody in a service truck going to all the different places where we had trailers to check on them, grease them up, air them up, change tires if need be, whatever. We had like maybe 5 triaxle chassis. Why can't you take care of those? You know why? Because they're yours, right? But you're not getting, well, the company who owns them isn't getting paid to take care of them. But they're getting paid to fix other people's chassis, which I can't use. See, you don't get that. Now we bring these chassis in. You know, we about to terminate our chassis or container, right? We bring them in. You know, they get inspected. Something wrong with it, they get tagged, right? Hell, they be sitting for. I remember when I first started, I grabbed this chassis, whatever, bring it back, found out something on it was broke. I stopped working there last Thursday. That chassis was still sitting in the same exact spot. Like, what are you doing, man? Your equipment should be top of the line, you know? Like, DCLI, hey, I don't know them people, whatever. But your equipment is supposed to be top of the line. Like, if the tire is missing tread, why not change the tire? Why just like, all right, we'll go park it over there and leave it at that? I'm going to need that chassis sometime this week. Might even need it tomorrow. And you know what? That happened to me over and over and over. And you know, hey, well, it's here. Well, it's broke. Oh, well, see, you can grab another one. That one's broke. Like, it can't, like, some people will get a chassis and like throw one of those, the airline locks on there, and that's what they do. Oh, let's not get on a 40-foot chassis, especially if it's a DCLI. Man, hard to find. I get a load. Hey, you need a DCLI 40. All right. You know I can get one? Nope. Okay. Go here, go there. Nah, man, we don't have any. Or, hey, man, hey, we can't get these away because we only got like 2 of them. So what the hell do I do? You know, go back to my job because we got our own 40s too, right? But guess what? Oh, can't use it. Well, why not? Well, because you can't. Okay. All right. Eventually, you know. Oh, and then the money thing. Now, I'm not saying they wasn't paying, but I'm gonna say it was definitely some mistakes in the payroll department. I had to get stuff fixed up. Hey, I didn't get paid for this, or I didn't get paid for that. I didn't get paid for this. Like, it was getting so bad where, you know, I would like, listen, when I came home, I'm struggling, you know. I was struggling. It is what it is. We all adults. We know what it's like. So, you know, I got, you know, a missed paycheck. Hey, that's kind of crucial to me. You know, now I got a bill due on Monday, and I get paid Friday, but my money ain't there. They tell me, well, you got it to the next payday. All right, well, great. Now I got a late fee. You know, and then, you know, they treat people different there too, you know. Like the foreigners, maybe that's like the bulk of like the work, like the people there, like was foreigners, you know. Like, you know, it was mostly an owner-operator place, and I was on a lease purchase. I ain't gonna say I'm bad with the lease purchase because it wasn't that bad actually. It just the work itself. But like most of the guys that were trucks were foreigners. So, you know, you piss one foreigner, it seems like they all related. So you piss one off, then you know that you got a whole fucking bunch of them that's kind of pissed off now. And you know, I'm in a lease purchase truck, and this one time. So anyway, so I'm in a lease purchase truck. I get it. You know, EC went bad. Whatever. You know, and they fixed it. They paid for it. You know, she's like, hey, you know, you just got in this truck. We're not gonna make you do that. I'm like, yeah, because I wasn't. You know, that motherfucker been sitting there. So, you know, then little things started going bad. You know, if I couldn't fix it or whatever, you know, I take it to the shop. Because they had a shop. This one dude come out, hey, you know, you can't keep bringing this truck here for us to fix it. Well, why not? You got to find your own shop. Then why do y'all have a shop then? Like, maybe I'm kind of confused, but like, I thought the whole purpose of having your own maintenance shop, you know, you're not doing it for free, you know, you charging us. But I thought one of those things like, hey, you know, we got our own maintenance shop to make it easier on you guys. Because we can get you in and get you out. Or we can try. That's how my old job was. One of my old jobs was. They had their own maintenance shop. I used to take my truck there and leave it overnight and come back and it's fixed. You know, no problem. You know, I'm paying. It ain't like you doing it for free. I am paying for parts and labor. You know, and at full price. So just things like that, man. And I remember I emailed. So I was at the job, the yard of the job, and I had a container, and it was buried. Like, I mean, it's like maybe 14 containers deep. The lifter came to me and said, I tell him where it's at. He like, hey man, tell the niggas on know, cause that thing is in there, and I'm the only one that's here today. And you know how it is out there. I'm like, okay. So I'm calling the dispatcher lady. I'm calling her. It kept going to voicemail, like, straight to voicemail. She doesn't want to talk to me. So I'm like, all right. I'm gonna email her. So I emailed her, to let her know what happened, so I don't get in trouble or whatever, get yelled at. So I didn't even see nothing back. But I had another container I had to pick up too. And that one was like right in front. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this one. So I do that one, whatever, I finish it. And then around about 5 o'clock, she called me. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? I sent you an email because container whatever going here, it was buried, and the lizard told me he wasn't getting it. He said it was buried and he's the only one there. She's like, I got 95 damn emails. You think I got time to be checking yours? And that's when I knew I wasn't going to be there that long. I knew for a fact that I wasn't staying. Because I'm like, first off, I had to do I had to do one of those, because, you don't want to say anything you don't want to, So, and I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know how many emails you have? I don't know that. I don't check your computer. But I was letting you know the situation so, you can know what's going on. So I don't like the way that was handled, and I don't think I was wrong. I didn't say anything like, bad or anything. I just, how am I supposed to know how many emails you got? But whatever. But that's when I knew I was done, man. And then, whatever happened after that. So the next day, my normal dispatcher there, and he sent me to this other plant, 40 miles away, and I get there to pick up an empty container. Too many times this has happened to me. I hook up to it and everything. I check all the stuff you normally check. So I'm like, okay. All right, this is mine. I'm gonna get this back to the yard, and I'm done for the day. Go home and get some food. And I'm like, I press the airs in and everything. I'm about to roll out. Fucking container is not budging. I'm like, what the hell? So I poke my head out. See if I hear a hissing noise and everything, and I don't hear anything. So I'm like, okay. Sometimes you gotta play with them airlines. I don't know why, but it's like you gotta play with them airlines on them damn chassis. I'll play with it, I'll disconnect, put it back on, whatever. And get ready to leave out again. Still, I hear nothing. It don't budge. So I'm like, all right, this is kind of weird. So I pressed the trailer one in. Now I'm in the front of it because that's where that's most of the time in my experience. That's if it's a leak, that's where you hear that. And I don't hear anything. I had to pee, so I walked to the back of the container chassis, whatever you want to call it. I walked to the back of it, and all I hear is psst. What the hell? So it's hot. It's like 90 degrees outside. It's hot. I got shorts on. That's my fucking Daisy Duke shorts on. Sun's hot, ground is burning my ass, burning my back. I get under there. The hose to the brake chamber, it's just dangling off. How the hell did this even get here? Cause how? It didn't even make sense. How did this get here? Nah, I'm mad. God, tired of goddamn driving. No, now I'm mad. And like I said, the day before, my mind was made up. Now I'm looking for a job. So I text dude. I'm like, bro, this container is jacked up. I'm getting upset because I always had this fucking plan in my head, and this shit never come through. Oh, I got to work at 3 o'clock. You know what? I should be out here about 3 o'clock. No, it's fucking 6, 7 o'clock. You know, so anyways, I text dude, I tell him what's going on. And you know, he texting me, and honestly, I'm not even hearing it. I said, look, man, I need to know 2 things. Do you have another container I can take? Or if I leave it, I get paid? He said, well, if you just leave out a container, you don't get paid. I said, okay. Do you have another container I can take? So he gave me this whole fucking list of containers. Now I'm just saying, like, why you just didn't do that in the beginning? Why did I have to get this one specific container? I'm just like, I was just fed up with it. So, you know, and I ain't knocking anybody that like doing intermodal. It's just not my thing, man. You know, because I didn't want to go back over the road. I really didn't. You know, for different reasons. It wasn't because I can't do it. It's just for different reasons. But you know what? I'm back on the road now. I won't really call it over the road. Yeah, I drive down south. I stay up and down 75. So I'm home every other day, right? But I was done, man. Like, intermodal is not my thing. At least not with that coming. I want like the Road 1 guys and the XPO guys and the Reliable guys. You know, they shit is already on a chassis. They just gotta find what container they need, and they out. I can see myself doing something like that if I had to, but not the way I was doing it. Nah, man, because I'm getting judged. These guys, mine's right here, boom, boom, hook and go. You know, and I'm just like, honestly, I don't think I'll ever do intermodal again. I'm just done. I got to plan what I want to do, and it's not intermodal, and it's not even working for anybody. You know, I've said this in other videos where, you know, I want to work for myself, but, you know, I'm at a different stage in life right now where I'm about to make it happen. So I got, 32 in a couple of weeks. I gave myself a deadline of 35 to make it happen. You know, so that's what I'm about to do, man. You know, I'm done working for people, man. I just don't like dealing with people like that, you know. You know, I see myself, for the most part, you good to me, I'm good to you, you know what I'm saying? And nothing that pissed me off too, like I said, they had their favorites. You know, and they had loads going to Chicago, right? Pay like $1,000 to go to Chicago from Detroit. Like, damn. That's a killer ass deal right there. I wouldn't mind doing that. Never me though. I'm gonna tell you, you wanna go to Toledo? You wanna go to Perrysburg? You got something else? Nah, that's all we have. But my boy telling me like, yeah, bro, I'm about to go to Chicago. Like, damn, why you going to Chicago? That's shitty as hell. Yeah, man, but the load paying $1,000. I already did 3 this week. I'm like, you at $3,000? Damn. It is what it is, I guess, you know. Everybody, like I said, you know, whatever, you know. I had my share of days when I was making bank. And right, you know, I just gotta get back to it, you know. So when I said I'm starting over, like, I'm starting all over again. This is what happens when you make certain decisions in life, you know. But I mean, like I said, I just realized that I wasn't an intermodal guy. I can do flatbed, I can do reefer, I can do dry van. You know, out of everything I've done, I've done all those. I can't say I can do wide loads. I never done wide loads before, so I don't know if I'll be a wide load guy or not, or oversized guy or not. But I do know for sure, you probably have never seen me with another container. Never. But man, you know, I'm about to eat my raviolis I got cooking up, you know, in the old crock pot. You know, and I might read some Game of Thrones. And then I'm gonna hit the hay, man. I'm gonna go to bed and wake up and get to this place and start making my way back home so I can enjoy the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, y'all have a good one, and I'm out. Sorry for the long video. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. It's been a minute. Peace.